Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up is sponsored by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association and by Remington Park Racing Casino.
Hello and welcome to Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up. I'm Jim Byers. Easter week offered multiple stakes at 3 tracks. We'll have results from Remington Park, Sunland, and Los Alamitos, including a great look at a stretch-long duel in the 870-yard Pauls Valley Stakes at Remington. Let's begin in Oklahoma City with Remington's restricted Grade 3 Mr. Jet Moore Stakes. It was part of a stakes doubleheader on Thursday. Oklahoma-bred 3-year-olds and up went 350 yards for a $70,000 purse. The 8-5 post-time favorite is number 7 BP Wagon Train. The 2014 Retama Derby winner is a $250,000 earner with a victory over this track in the Mighty Deck 3 Stakes last month. Number 3 Pure D Spit is also a stakes winner this meet, taking the East Tex. This remarkable 7-year-old has been first or second in 20 of his last 21 starts. He's going off at 2-1.
They're off for the Mr. Jet Moore Stakes. Good start. Lano Cartel away best, has the early lead. Here comes Wind Rapids Fly, slow success. Crowding from the middle of the gate. Wind Rapids Fly now drifting in way over, has the lead. It's Wind Rapids Fly on top. Up the rail, here's Load Your Guns. Priceless feature with a surge. Wind Rapids Fly will have the bobbing head line in the Mr. Jet Moore.
He's been racing shorter distances in previous starts, but Wind Rapids Fly returns to another favorite distance, going 350 in 17.391 seconds. Despite drifting in, he scores by a neck with jockey Daniel Torres over Load Your Guns and Priceless Feature. A 6-year-old gelding by Fly Just Fly. Out of the spectacular native mare Break the Market, Wind Rapids Fly surpasses $200,000 in career earnings with this win. He was bred by Jackie Morgan and is owned and trained by Miguel Banuelos. At Los Alamitos, 3-year-old fillies and colts and geldings were separated over the weekend in the La Primera and El Primero del Año Derbies. On Friday, it was the fillies' turn in the La Primera. This Grade 3 Derby offered a $205,200 purse at 400 yards. Number 4, Back and Front, was a game winner by a head. Over the 3, Take a Look, with Skinny Jeans third. The fastest qualifier and 1-2 favorite, Back and Front, makes it 5 for 9 lifetime. She's a California bred by Foose out of Runnin' Back, who's by Splashback. Dr. Steve Burns bred the winner, who was trained by Jaime Gomez for owner Francisco Vega. Carlos Huerta, the winning rider, in a time of 19.914 seconds. On Saturday, it was the colts and geldings' turn in the $175,100 El Primero del Año Derby at 400 yards. And like the filly race, trainer Jaime Gomez and jockey Carlos Huerta had the top qualifier, the overwhelming favorite, and the winner in Forget It. This Cal bred is also 5 for 9, just like a stablemate, after a romping score. He's by Foose out of the Hawkinson mare Forgive Him, bred by Dr. Edward Allred, and owned by Dutch Masters 3 and the trainer Gomez. Final time, 19.795 seconds. Not many tracks raced on Easter Sunday, but one that did was Sunland Park, and it carded the restricted Grade 2 New Mexican Spring Futurity. Land of Enchantment breds went 300 yards in this one for a $229,860 purse. The second fastest qualifier and 7-5 favorite, Just Cruisin' On By, broke alertly and finished well to win by 3/4 of a length under Adrian Ramos. Just Cruisin' On By is a colt by Jesse James Jr. out of Woodbridge Duchess, who is by Woodbridge. Now 2 for 2, Just Cruisin' On By is owned by his breeder, Yanef Cabrera. Alicio Gonzalez is the trainer. The time, 14.956 seconds. Back to Remington Park for the Grade 3 Pauls Valley Stakes. This 870-yard test brought out a strong field on Thursday for a purse of $55,680. AQHA champion distance horse Wahoo is number 3 in here. Last year's Pauls Valley winner had his campaign end abruptly when he hit the rail and unseated Russell Hadley on Bank of America Challenge Championship night last October. Stormy Smith has the mount in Pauls Valley for Wahoo's 2015 debut for trainer John Buchanan. Number 2, BF Farm Boy, is the solid second choice behind Wahoo. Also making his 2015 debut, BF Farm Boy is stretching out for his trainer Bill Harris, trying 870 for the first time. Emperor Valerian is accomplished at this distance and the top earner in the field. The 2014 Remington Distance Handicap winner has post position 4 in jockey Ricky Ramirez.
Great start for Wahoo and Emperor Valerian. They hook up right away. The gray moving on third now. That's Mixed Fantasy. CJ's Rock Solid is fourth from the outside. Tucked inside fifth near the rail is Dropping Timber. Sixth is Streakin' Zoomer outside and wide. The trailers be a Farm Boy and I Beat the Feet at the back. It's Emperor Valerian and Wahoo. They're nose to nose at the quarter pole. Here they come top of the stretch. Emperor Valerian now by a bobbing nose over Wahoo. They're 4 clear of Mixed Fantasy and CJ's Rock Solid coming on now. Gaining ground with every stride is Dropping Timber. Late in the stretch, it's inside to Wahoo, outside to Emperor Valerian. These two dueling again as they have many times in the past. Emperor Valerian edging forward. Emperor Valerian gets up to take the Falls Valley.
They dueled every step of the way, with Emperor Valerian prevailing under Ricky Ramirez to beat Wahoo with Dropping Timber third.
Pretty much a match race the whole way around there. We hooked up just good, and I was only about a neck in front, but when I asked Emperor for more, he gave me a little bit more, just enough to hold off Wahoo. And it was a good race. It was a great race. They could run them horses back to back, and they're always going to hook up. They're just 2 good 870 horses.
Emperor Valerian is a 7-year-old Oklahoma bred by He's a Fast Dash out of the Dashing Val mare. She's a Lil Val, bred by Kelly Yearsley Equine and owned by Rancho Los Dos Potrillos, LLC. Ernest Fennell is the trainer as Emperor Valerian, a claimer 3 years ago this spring, surpasses $271,000 in career earnings and is a multiple graded winner. His time, 45.367 seconds, a 96 speed index. Stay with us after this quick timeout. We'll have the top qualifiers for the Remington Park Quarter Horse Futurity.
Remington Park's American Quarter Horse season continues through May 30th. First post time, Thursday through Saturday is 6 p.m. and Sundays at 1:30. World-class quarter horse racing at Remington Park Racing Casino in Oklahoma City.
On April 18th, the Grade 2 Remington Park Futurity will be run at the Oklahoma City track. With a purse of $827,000, it's the richest race for 2-year-olds so far in 2015. Restricted to horses bred in Oklahoma, a field of 10 will run 330 yards. 22 time trials for the Remington Futurity were run last Friday and Saturday. Posting the fastest time on Friday was a Trace of Paint, who stopped the timer at 16.615 seconds. The trial was the filly's second career outing and the first career win for rookie trainer Duke Schultz. Bred by Mixer Ranch and owned by Sarah Morgan, a Trace of Paint was ridden by Jesus Salazar. Emerging as the fastest from Saturday's trials is the first-time starter, BV Midnight Express, from the Eddie Lee Willis training stable. Under jockey Russell Hadley, the gelding posted a time of 16.685 seconds. Bred and owned by Bella Vista Farms, BV Midnight Express won his trial over ABC, who also made the cut for the Futurity Final. It's quarter horse racing's richest state-bred Futurity, Derby, and Juvenile program, with more than $1.5 million in purses and breeder awards. The Remington Park Futurity and Derby highlight the card in Oklahoma City on Saturday, April 18th.
An official representative for horsemen in the state, the OQHRA administers race, benevolence, and scholarship programs, all to better the state of racing in the state of Oklahoma. Visit OQHRA.com.
Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up is sponsored by Remington Park Racing Casino and by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association.
Raceview Network is easy to find online. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to Raceview Network on YouTube. Time to close this installment of the wrap-up. Check us out next week for recaps of the Grade 2 West Texas Futurity, the Zoetis Distance Challenge at Sam Houston, and more. For all involved with the show, thanks for dropping in. I'm Jim Byers. See you next week on Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up.